Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and welcome to my YouTube channel, and I am participating in the Get It Scrapped blog hop for your December story, and today I'm going to be making a page based on Debbie's concept of the heralds and the calls to adventure for before your December adventure. And in her class, the beginning of this topic, she says, in our culture today, you are likely to be heralded by many things well before Christmas. It could be the music on the radio or the sighting of holiday decorations in November. Share these details and, as well, include part of your story in which you cross the threshold and embark upon this December's adventure. And so this page is sort of about my daughter's take on those heralds of Christmas, and she doesn't necessarily like all the pre-Christmas heralding because her birthday is near Thanksgiving, and so she would rather see more focus devoted to Thanksgiving. And so she was telling me about this recently, but all that said, she likes to do a little bit of practicing with her cookie making, and she's been making cookies and practicing also her cake skills. So this page is all about her. I have selected this paper from this line. It's one of my favorites. It's called Close Knit, and it's by Crepe Paper. I just love this paper. It's really cool. And then I've got some other stickers and doodads over here too. But I did want to incorporate this. This is from Hello Again, Cartabella, and I really love this line for the texture of the paper, but I also love this little this motif because we were making gingerbread cookies, and I think that just works really well. So I'm just going to cut one of these sheets from the middle because I'd rather have a darker blue, but I don't want the all the way dark blue. And I am in the midst of 30 days of scrapbook videos. So if you look on my YouTube channel, you will likely find many more. What I kind of want to do is have that be like an anchoring line, but I also want one along the side, or I could butt it right up to the side, and that's called full bleed. And Debbie Hodge has an article about full bleed on her Get It Scrapped blog. And that was one of the first articles that I ever read over there, and I was like instantly convinced of her brilliance. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah. So let me the way that I scrapbook is that I just start sticking things down, because I feel like if you just start, then you will be setting yourself some boundaries. So this collage I made in Picasa, and it's real easy to make a collage like that. And you can make the collage, you can just hit the create a collage, and then you can pick a grid format or like a mosaic format, which is this one. And then you can tweak it. So you can shuffle the pictures randomly, or you can do them yourself. I think I'm going to do that, the full bleed. Whoops. There we go. And since I printed these at home, I feel like they're just a little bit like like the color comes off just a little. So let me and for some reason this just isn't adhering as much as I would like it to. I'd like that to be just a little stickier under there. This is my new scrapbooking space, and I am almost convinced that my sewing machine needs to come up here. I haven't I've been putting it off, but I think I'm finally going to bite the bullet on that one and bring it up here. So by making a picture collage though, it's really awesome because you can get so much on the page, but also do like this here. Not only can you get a lot of pictures on the page, but most of your page is then you've used up most of the space, so it makes designing the page very easy. And I think the title of this page is going to be Just Warming Up, because she's made it pretty clear she's not ready for Christmas to start yet. But she's just practicing here, and I was going to write just practicing, but I think Just Warm Up is what I want the title to be. So this is Glitz, Hello December. This is Authentique. I kind of feel like that works. The colors work a little bit, but they don't completely work because there's no bright white on here, and there is on there. I think what I want to do is I've been using this sheet, this sticker sheet, and I think I'm just going to continue to use that. And so I think my Just Warming Up is going to happen right there. And I'm just going to align it right along the bottom here. A lot of times when I make a title, I just like to jot it down so I don't forget any letters. Especially when I'm making a video. I didn't do that though. So there's up, warming, just warming up. I think I'll have enough letters. I didn't totally look, but when I'm going to write it down just in case, just so I don't forget it. Okay. Okay. That way I don't have to think about spelling backwards while I'm talking. But I think when you are doing a concept album, like this, my December story is going to be a concept album. It's going to be a 12 by 12 album with mostly 2-page spreads. This is probably just going to be a 1-page spread. But when you're doing a concept album like this, I feel like you can not spend as much time as you might on each individual page, because the overall effect of the album is going to be, if you're using things that are going to continue through the album, so I've used these letters on other pages, so there's like consistency that flows throughout, and it will change as the December goes, as we get into December. But I don't feel like, sometimes I think when we make individual pages, we really want to make them be masterpieces, or we want to make them be so fancy embellished, and they don't always need to be. Sometimes they can just be pretty simple. I mean, I think this page with just a little journaling could be called Done. I also think it might be fun to add a few little doodads that related to making cookies, but if I don't have them handy, I'm not going to spend too much time looking for them, because this really gets my message across. Like, we're just warming up. I'm going to do a little journaling about why. So, just warming up, and I'm just going to journal right on the page with a Sharpie. Oops. So it says Allison's birthday is November 21st, so she is quite clear that she does not appreciate the what will I call it? Pre-Christmas pre-Christmas anticipation buzz. Hoopla. Okay, so Allison's birthday is November 21st, so she is quite clear that she does not appreciate the pre-Christmas hoopla that detracts from I'm going to write Thanksgiving because I already mentioned her birthday, and I want to keep this sort of in line with all of that. So this was just a little practice. So I almost want to write just a little practice somewhere. I'm not sure where. Maybe here. Practice cookies. Okay, so I just wrote practice cookies and the date 11/2013, and I like this little thing too. Do one thing every day that makes you happy. Just like the having something at the top here. I'm not sure I completely love that, but it's stuck down, and because I printed these at home, they tend to just stick a little bit more. And then let's see if I want to write one more. So I'm kind of thinking of this as my visual triangle. It's not much of a visual triangle, but it's let me just see. I might add a little something just up here and then call it, see how I don't like that. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna. I almost want to put something there, but then I think I stuck this down and I hate it, but it's not coming up. So there's a lesson. If you can't live with sticking things down and leaving them, then don't do it like me. But if you want to just keep moving, if you're somebody who you just want to keep moving forward, and that's a lot of times what my goal is, then I would encourage you to just stick things down, because you will get things done. And so I don't know. I'm not thrilled with my placement there, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna call it done. I might do a tiny bit of journaling right here. So up here I wrote the first sleepover with this friend, and it was the pre-birthday party because this friend isn't actually going to be able to make it to her birthday party, so that's kind of what we were up to. And I just have a little I think that's all. So I think that's done. It's a simple page. I think it works. I think it'll work in the album. And thank you for watching. I'm Katie Scott, and you should be here from the Your December Story blog hop. So have fun hopping. I think I was number 18 on a list of 22 people who have 22 scrapbookers who have fabulous ideas about how to document your December in using Debbie Hodges' Your December Story class. Thank you. Bye-bye.